Hi, friends. Uh, Today I'm going to be talking about the astrological predictions for the financial markets starting October till around December. There are certain important things which are happening and which I do want to highlight. First, let's start with the stock markets, which is index, right? And obviously, the stocks can vary depending upon the situation. It can be because ultimately the beta will decide the movement in stock prices with respect to the index, right? Broadly index, I'll say there are going to be two important events which is going to happen. One event which will happen on 27th and 28th of October. 27th and 28th of October, I see in these particular 2 days, right? I expect markets to at least go down by at least 1.5%, right? This has happened historically because I've seen data for almost like 60 years backwards, right? And this phenomena has happened in all the three times whenever this combination has happened, right? Now, overall market from now till say 27, 28th of October, and maybe even beyond that, right? Uh, Things are not that bad, technically speaking, because there is no major astrological phenomena which is happening during this period. The thing which is the major events which are going to start happening will start happening from one this 27, 28th October is one thing, but that's not a major one either because we are looking at almost like 1.5% correction, which is normal, right? Uh, second week per se, I'll say is the time when we will start seeing the correction, right? And this will be a substantial correction which will start in first second week November, and that will continue for almost like 4 months, right? Already given you another video as well where I actually highlighted the kind of geopolitical situations we are going to envisage, right? That surely will lead to market correction, and the reason is now going to be purely economy. That is something which will not be the reason this time. The reason is primarily driven by geopolitical situations that is going to arise, right? And I guess the main, I'll not say culprit, but yeah, the main country who's going to actually impact it substantially is China, because China will get into an aggressive mode, right? So I see correction substantial in the sense because this is what I'm not sure, right? But it's like because there's certain things which we haven't seen. I don't think so. We have seen it in our lifespan, right? I surely didn't have, right? So there's certain planetary placements which are actually going quite negative, right, and substantially negative, or negative on a mass scale, I'll say, right? Food shortage, one which we suggested, right? Because we made three or four predictions from say May onwards, right? One, the steel price we expected it to go up from 23rd March till around September end, which we have already asked our clients to exit out from the positions now, where they made profit. Now we are out of that call. Second prediction was correction of 23rd September, plus minus 1 week, right, where we saw a substantial correction, which was around 8-9% correction. Obviously, Indian market didn't correct that much, but our clients who are basically out of US, we projected the same thing for them as well, right? They did see a decent amount of correction. They corrected almost like 2,000 points, right? Dow corrected almost 2,000 points. Indian index obviously not like I'll say 12-15%, but yeah, at least 8-9%, 10% was the correction. In addition, we forecasted particular market up move as well, which was again started from your March 31st, right? Once the correction got over, there was an uptrend. Surely, it was clearly evident, which continued till almost like 28th September. And then there was a correction. Now, this period, 1 month period, is not actually impacting anything. There's no major changes. There's no major corrections or up moves, right? But one thing which I can surely say is that the peak which we will make, I'm that's my call, right? Which is based on the facts, right? The peak which we will make in the month of October, right? I don't see that peak coming back at least for 1 year down the line, right? So whatever we are doing currently, the number which we will see on index, say 12,000, 12,200, 500, I don't know what. My expectation 12,000, 12,000 to 300 the kind of number should be coming in the month of October. I don't think we will see that number again at least for a year, right? Because there will be substantial correction, and after that also the markets will take its own time to regroup and rejuvenate, right? Because if it is purely economic is still based on expectations, so things can work that way. But if there are certain things which are geopolitical in nature, they actually normally are a bit long lasting. That is what my expectation is. Now, in terms of markets, what kind of level I look, that's like completely vague, but I do see we may even touch, we may, right? I'm not sure because this kind of event I haven't seen in my life. But we may again retest the same levels which we saw in March, right? Which we are looking at almost like 30, 32, 35% correction. That's a very strong possibility, right? Now, how do we? And this thing is going to continue till almost like your February mid, right? I'll say Jan and February mid. That's the time, and April onwards things will start falling back in place, right? So that's about the stock market. Now, if we come to gold, right? My understanding, gold will go up substantially, and I personally feel it can even touch 25, 2600 again. It hasn't touched 2500, but my understanding it will go up till 2500, 2600. 2500 for me is a safe bet, right? Now, there are two things which are working on gold. One, obviously, risk aversion is one thing where people will start moving their money out from riskier asset to move towards gold. And second is the depreciation of USD. Now, that is one equation which is actually going on a contra way, because normally what will happen is if there's risk which is increasing in the world economy, right, dollar actually strengthens, dollar index strengthens. But this time, what I foresee is things are actually moving in the opposite direction. So I don't know how that's going to span out. So my understanding, gold will go up 2,500. I personally feel another 6 months, 8 months, we'll be able to see 2,500. That shouldn't be an issue at all, right? Dollar index, I don't know, but it can even go to 75. But dollar index is something which is extremely long term in nature. So I'll say a period of almost like 2 to 3 years. My personal understanding will touch around 77, 78. That's the kind of number we'll be looking at, right? There's a one major variable which is US elections. I'm going to be actually coming up with some bit of prediction, but the issue which I'm facing at the moment is I don't have the possibly not have the correct details, date of birth of both the candidates, right? I'm sure about Mr. Biden, but I'm not too sure about Mr. Trump, whether I have the correct details or not, right? And rectification is also not that easy, technically speaking, because even we don't know the kind of events they had, right? So, in terms of stock market, we said gold we have already concluded, dollar index is something which we have already done, right? Now, one of the major events, geopolitical events, which I personally feel may happen, right? And I think um, the circumstances are also probably building up in the same direction at the moment, right? China surely will get involved into a war, right? And the period which comes to my mind is, based on my calculation, surely, is anything ranging from around November mid till, sorry, December, specifically December end till around January end of February mid, we can say, right? China will get involved surely. India, I'm not too sure because, but there's a very high possibility because China shares borders with us and there's obviously heightened tensions. There's a possibility we may get dragged into a war, but war is going to be a limited war. If it is with India, it's going to be a limited war because India is running a good dasha at the moment, right? So technically, I don't foresee a full-fledged war involving India. But if the China have a war with India, it's going to be a limited war. But there can be a proxy war where India may help some other countries, right? So I don't know. The scenario which currently looking to me is obviously Taiwan can be one, right? But on the other side, there can be issues in the Middle Eastern region as well. A reason because oil I don't see going to those level again anytime soon. At the moment it's like 40 USD, 40 plus minus whatever, 2 3 USD. I don't foresee oil going to that level again, right? So surely there's going to be scarcity of money in the Middle East region, and obviously once you have been living a lavish lifestyle, right, and once the money gets squeezed, things go out of hand. And I personally feel there are going to be some issues on that front, right? Because this particular, I'll say not even year, but this whole century, I'll say, is again driven by rebalancing of faiths and kind of stuff, right? So maybe culture or religion is one thing which can actually become a major issue, right? So people will actually probably start moving away or rebalancing or rethinking or readjusting their belief system, right? So I don't want to get into that, but yeah, I personally feel there can be some region specific things which can work, right? Food shortage is a surety. So my understanding, the intention is just to kind of give a broad guidance. Probably this is the last month where we should be investing in the stock market. We should exit out or short the market, right? Or at least hedge the positions, right? At least for 2 3 months, right? Which is still almost like January end of February. Reason being because if it is an investor, if somebody is an investor, right, doesn't matter because 3 4 months doesn't make a big difference to him, right? But if it is an intraday trader, then surely he can take intraday positions rather than taking positions on a slightly longer term, right? But if somebody is a trader and an investor, then I guess he's the one who has to be a bit cautious because normally a trader and an investor who's both, right, his time horizon is a bit shorter as well, a lot of times, right? So these are the kind of people who need to be a bit cautious. So my understanding, stay away from the market or probably kind of invest if it is compulsion, right? Investor doesn't make a difference because he can wait for 3 4 months. But if it is a trader, right, then probably take intraday positions rather than taking a bit of 15-day, 1 month kind of positions, right? Because the markets are going to be ready, and try and hedge the position whatever best you can. Right? Thanks a lot. I'm surely available on my Quora or Instagram or other ideas, which I'll mention in the brief. But anybody wants to get in touch, please do. Thanks a lot.